Hello and welcome to a new episode of This is Paris, your weekly half-hour fix of all things Paris Saint-Germain. Coming up, the players talk us through the Ligue 1 match against Monaco as the champions go looking for a 13th win in a row. Coach Thomas Tuchel reveals the keys to his footballing philosophy with a tactical masterclass just for you. And we sit down and get to know new Capital Club defender Thilo Kehrer.
Salut, c'est Thilo Kehrer et vous regardez This is Paris.
Having signed for Paris Saint-Germain at the start of the current season, Thilo Kehrer is more than making a place for himself in the Rouge et Bleu defence. And it's been a long road for the 22-year-old Germany international.
I was born in Germany, but my parents were only on holidays because they were living in Rwanda and Burundi. After 2 or 3 weeks, we returned to Africa, and that's where I grew up. I only spoke French there, until I was 5 years old, and then we came back to Germany. But I grew up speaking French, and then when we came to Europe, I learned German and English.
But
we kept on speaking French at home the whole time.
At just 15, Thilo left Stuttgart and the family home to join the academy at Schalke, the first big step for this ambitious young man.
It really was a dream for me to become a professional player. But it was still a long way off at that stage. But of course, I dreamt of becoming a professional. It wasn't until I was 17 years old that I really started to believe that perhaps I could sign pro. That I wasn't too far from the first team. But I think that the whole experience made me grow up quicker, be more mature and independent than if I had stayed at home. But it wasn't easy being so far from the family. When things weren't going well, there were some difficult times. But I think it helped me grow up.
In August, Thilo joined Paris and hooked up with former Schalke players and compatriots Julian Draxler, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting, as well as coach Thomas Tuchel.
It was a big step up for me. I knew it was a big opportunity, but also a big challenge. I felt I was ready. It's a step forward to keep growing, to keep learning and progressing, and keep giving my best on the pitch. It really is like a big family here. From the South Americans who are a bit crazy, to the little brothers from the youth academy.
Des petits frères un peu qui viennent de l'académie ici, de formation. Et
I get along really well with everyone. There is a great atmosphere in the changing room.
Une bonne ambiance dans l'équipe.
And on and off the pitch, I'm really very happy.
Oui, je suis très content de ça. Comme notre équipe, on est sur une bonne route.
I really feel like we're on the right path, and we're improving every day as a team. The communication is very good. For me, I can learn so much from the likes of Thiago Silva and Marquinhos, who have so much experience and have played so many big matches.
Je peux beaucoup apprendre des eux.
In the final match of Week 13 of the Ligue 1 season, Paris Saint-Germain were on the road to Monaco. The capital club had reason to be confident of defending their 100% start to the season. Les Rouges et Bleus had won their last 7 in a row in all competitions against the Principality side. It's time for takeoff. In search of a 13th consecutive win in the league, coach Thomas Tuchel went with a 3-4-3 formation, with no less than 6 changes from the side that drew in Naples in the Champions League 5 days earlier. Youngsters Moussa Diaby and Christopher Nkunku both returning to the starting 11. And Paris Saint-Germain burst out of the blocks, looking to quickly extinguish any hopes Monaco may have had of causing an upset. As early as the 5th minute, Edinson Cavani was on hand to tap home Neymar's shot-come-cross, the VAR awarding the goal to El Matador.
I always need to be in the right place, because when you have players like Neymar, Moussa, Kylian, Nkunku, you have to concentrate and work hard to always be in the right place to finish the move. The first assist may not have been intentional, but the second one was.
And the VAR was back at it again in the 12th minute when Neymar Jr. released Diaby over the top. Cavani once again in the right place at the right time. 2 goals in 7 minutes for El Matador and a 4th assist of the campaign for the Paris number 27.
The coach told me to stay wide and make lots of runs. I saw Ney had the ball, and I made the run in behind the defence, and he found me, and then I laid it off for Eddie.
Les Parisiens showed little sign of taking their foot off the gas in the second half. Adrien Rabiot fed Diaby. Another assist for the Youth Academy graduate, and Edinson Cavani completed his hat-trick, the first for a Paris player against Monaco in nearly 40 years. He scored, and it's important for a number 9 to score goals. Today he got 3, and that's great for us and great for him.
The move started with Adrien, who crossed the ball strong to the back post, where Eddie got his hat-trick.
Moussa deserves it. He was very dangerous on the left wing with all the runs he made, his dribbles and his speed. He played very well today. It was really great. In the 64th minute, Kylian Mbappe burst into the box. Penalty for Paris Saint-Germain. Neymar converting his 10th goal of the season and 4th from the spot. It finished 4-0, a 13th win of the season for Thomas Tuchel's men, and a 13-point lead at the top of the standings for the defending champs. It was extraordinary, our 13th win in 13 matches. It's simply extraordinary. It's never easy. Today we saw that Monaco are in a difficult position with so many injured players. In the first half, we scored 2 early goals, but our opponents also had chances to score. In the second half, we were more focused, more structured, and that's why I think it was a deserved win.
I'm very happy to have scored tonight. First of all, because we won, and that's our 13th win in a row, which is a great result for this team and the whole club. It's true that I hadn't played a lot in recent weeks, but I worked hard to recover from injury and give my best for the team. I'm very happy.
There was a special guest in the French capital last week when Les Rouges et Bleus invited the club's professional esports FIFA player Ahmed El Megassib to Paris. Not only a star on the computer, Ahmed is also a professional footballer in his homeland Qatar with Al Duhail. And this week, he got to train with the club's reserves.
The feeling just to be near the field, it's amazing. I'm motivated just, while I'm standing now, so if I had the chance to play here, it would be really amazing. I would give it all, just to play in this stadium. Tomorrow I have a morning training with the reserve team, and hopefully Friday I will have a game, Viscount, so it will be interesting, to play the game.
In the end, Ahmed got his wish. The perfect way to end an incredible 4-day visit. He earned a 30-minute cameo with the reserves in a friendly match against Ligue 1 outfit Caen. And despite a 4-0 loss against the pros, it was a week Ahmed is not likely to forget in a hurry.
I try to do my best, help the team, try to not to lose the balls, getting into the touches with the team. Everything went fine. I'm really happy, enjoying the moment.
Still to come, it's the biggest clash of the First Division season for the Paris Saint-Germain women against the champions Lyon. And we sit down and get a tactical masterclass from German mastermind Thomas Tuchel. After the final international break of 2018, the Paris Saint-Germain squad was back together again on the pitch at the Uridu Training Centre to prepare for the Week 14 clash at home to Toulouse. Les Rouges et Bleus looking for a 14th consecutive victory, the perfect way to prepare for the crucial UEFA Champions League clash with Liverpool at the Parc des Princes. The Paris Saint-Germain under-17 side have had a tough start to the season, but had the chance to get back to winning ways at home to Amiens in Week 10. I'm Laurent Huard, and I'm head coach of the under-17 squad. It's my third year at Paris. We have a large squad combining the under-16s and the under-17s. This Sunday we play Amiens. This season it's been very tough. We'll be playing a side above us on the table. I hope this weekend we'll try and play positive football. We're capable of playing good football. We understand what we have to do.
For Sunday's game against Amiens, we are motivated because we have to make up ground on them. We have to give everything at home and we're ready. Today we play against Amiens. We've prepared the match together, and we know what we have to do to play well.
It was a very even match, but we got the result thanks to our positive approach and the attitude of the kids. We defended well overall, used the ball well. We were patient, and we found the openings and then exploited them.
We listened to what the coach had to say at half-time to get the ball wide and find a way through. We decided as a team when to play high or sit deep, just like the coach taught us. It was perfect.
The players respected the game plan to the letter. We were very disciplined. After a scoreless first half, Kenny Najera opened the scoring for Paris early in the second from the spot, before Michou doubled the advantage with a superb first-time strike, before Ahumada completed the 3-0 victory late on. We had a bit more belief in ourselves, and that's how we scored those 3 goals. We have 3 important games coming up now for the team. We need to dominate the game, both in attack and defense. That's the key to winning more matches.
We feel good with that win, but there's still a long way to go, but we're ready to keep fighting.
I hope the lads' confidence continues to grow for the rest of the season. Last week, the Paris Saint-Germain women's team were preparing for the biggest match on the First Division calendar. Sitting second in the league, Olivier Echouafny's side were entertaining leaders and defending European and French champions, Olympique Lyonnais.
First of all, we have to be up to the challenge and the occasion. The girls will have to work very hard, mentally, as individuals, and also as a team. Because if you want to get a result against Lyon, you have to do it as a team.
The Stade Jean-Bouin was the setting for the top-of-the-table clash. A repeat of last season's stunning Coupe de France triumph, and Les Rouges et Bleus would move top of the table.
The most important thing in these types of matches is to be feeling good mentally and physically. But I'm not worried about that, quite the contrary in fact. When you play against teams like this, the motivation is there automatically.
With the club's ultras in attendance to cheer on their side, it was Wang Shuang who opened the scoring after just 15 minutes, intercepting a pass from the Lyon keeper and slotting the ball home. But Lyon equalised just 4 minutes later through their captain, Wendy Renard. It was a tight contest. Paris goalkeeper Katarzyna Kicinek preserving a share of the spoils in stoppage time, as Paris became the first side this season to deny Lyon victory.
It was a really big match with great intensity. A lot of duels, not many scoring chances. It was an even contest.
It was a good point. We had a few players out with injury. Paulina was injured this week and Eve ran off during the match. But we worked hard as a team and we earned an important draw. We will keep fighting.
I think Paris Saint-Germain is taking another step in class. Coming here to the Stade Jean-Bouin, playing in a big stadium is great. And secondly, taking the game to a side like Lyon really means something. We really want to cause them as many problems as possible and try and get a result in the return leg. And there'll be lots of other matches to keep the pressure on them.
Paris Saint-Germain boast the best attack in Ligue 1, having scored 45 times in 13 consecutive wins. But with just one goal conceded in their last 6 league matches, and that was a penalty, Thomas Tuchel's side have conceded the fewest goals in the top flight. For the Rouge et Bleu, the best form of defence really is attack.
The more you have the ball, the less the opponents have the ball, like it's mathematics. The more we have the ball, nobody else can score but we. And then we come to the moment where we lose the ball, and this is a crucial moment. Like we lose still too many easy balls in difficult situations, but at the same time we're getting more and more structured in our offense. So this is a very complex subject now, because like the back 4 or 5 players, that depends to the opponent, have to build the structure for the offensive guys, that the offensive guys can use their creativity and their movements without thinking too much. Am I in the right position? Is it allowed now to dribble? No, they should do this freely. And we have to provide the structure from behind and to close the spaces before the opponent can use the space for a counterattack. So a lot of chances are, like in my understanding, defended before anybody in the stadium can see it's maybe a chance, by pushing up, by closing the spaces. The other thing is that we need our offensive guys, when we lose the balls, to hunt the balls for 3, 5, 7 seconds in a high intensity. If we have all these subjects and all these parts of the game together, you see a match like against Lille, and then it's possible to not allow many chances, then it's possible to have the ball much, then it's possible to discourage the opponent, to not give him the feeling, it's always possible to enter the other half. Like if this is not possible at all, you discourage him and things get easier. We decide more or less before the game if we attack with 6 guys or with 5 guys. So like 5 guys have to provide the coverage for the others, or like 4 guys if we attack with 6. Like at Marseille, we try to attack with 6 players in front of the ball and 4 behind, always behind. Against Lille, because we saw that Lille has very, very dangerous counterattacks with 4 people, we went safe and said, okay, we always have to be with 5 people behind the ball, and it was clear who it was. So it was the 3 defenders plus the 2 midfielders. It was not our guys at the side. But it depends from what we play, from where the opponent gets dangerous, and from there on we decide in what structure we do our coverage. You can say that the coverage, if you have always a 2-3 formation in coverage, is absolutely top. If you have a 3-2, it's also very, very good. If you have like a diamond with 4 players in a coverage, it's brave, but it's possible. It depends who these 4 are. We did this in Marseille, for example. It's a crucial game for us, for Liverpool as well. It's a big clash.
If we don't win, we're almost eliminated.
We are capable of to do something special.
Di Maria, Cavani, shape for the overhead, and they've got one back. It's Meunier from the back.
This is kind of our last chance to show what we are capable of.
If we win, we can finish top of the group.
Neymar to the edge of the box. He's in there again, and then level it up with Mbappe.
It's the little details that make the difference.
It's a big target and a big challenge for all of us.
With our fans, we're much stronger.
Abonnate al canal de YouTube de Paris Saint-Germain.
Abonne-toi à la chaîne YouTube du Paris Saint-Germain.
Subscribe to the Paris Saint-Germain channel.
Inscreva-se no canal do YouTube do Paris Saint-Germain.